So we got this YouTube show. It's called What Are People Doing? Where I kind of, ask you what you might have going on at the moment, where you might have been coming from, things like that. Where you from? Are you from the city? Are you from outside the city? You visiting? You know what I'm saying? What do you do? Things like that. I'm gonna get in your business a little bit. I don't need your social security card number or anything like that, but I just want to be a little nosy and see what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So what's your name, my man?
The motherfucking nailer.
He said a motherfucking nailer. That's right. What's up. What you nailing, man? What's going on? Can you divulge or
haircuts, man? I'm a barber, man. I don't miss.
That's what's up.
So you know what I'm saying? You book with me, forget about it. You're gonna get the best haircut you ever had in your probably in your fucking life. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Word. So you saying you the best in the city?
Hands down.
I interviewed a barber instructor from Lenox Mall, man. You saying you better than him?
Nobody can smell my stuff. I never heard of him. I guarantee he's heard of me.
Ooh, the nailer, the barber, the nailer. He said he's the best in Atlanta, man. He said he's the best in Atlanta. Where you from, my man?
I'm from Indianapolis.
Naptown. He's from Naptown, up there in the Midwest. It get a little cold up there, ain't it? Get a little cold up there.
Yeah, I get a little cold.
Yeah, for sure. So tell me about it, man. How was it coming up in Naptown?
Naptown's cool, man. I'm an OG, so it's just cool, man. You know what I mean? You'll be content with what you got going on. It's not like no city like Atlanta, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where there's mad opportunity for niggas everywhere. You feel me? Like, you get down here, it's kind of like Black Hollywood, you feel me? So take advantage of that type of shit. We up.
Right. So coming up in Naptown, you would kind of say Naptown is more of a place where you settle. That's where you go at when you kind of did it already. Can you say that? No.
It's a city though. It's a city it's like 28% black people.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a lot of good shit going on, a lot of negative shit just like anywhere else.
Right.
A lot of niggas getting smoked and shit, but I ain't know none of them niggas. So.
Right. You wasn't involved in none of that. That's what's up.
Not really. I mean, I was in the street.
Okay.
But none of my niggas got smoked.
Okay. For sure. So coming up, you say, did you have any, how was your family? Did you have siblings coming up, mom and dad?
Stepdad, my mother and stepdad.
Yeah.
It's pretty much, we was just us for a long time. And we had a little sister.
Okay, little sister.
We adopted and stuff like that.
Okay, that's what's up. So coming up in Naptown, because I want to get into the creative process. What was it? Take me through the transition. First of all, how long were you doing barbering? Like, how long were you cutting hair?
I only been cutting hair for it's coming up on 8 years now.
8 years. Okay. So coming up on 8 years. So take me back to coming up in Naptown. What was kind of like the transition? How were you in school, and what was the transition coming up out of school, going into adulthood?
You talking about back in the day?
Yeah, back in the day.
Well,
did you play sports?
Yeah, I played sports a little bit. I was never good like that.
Yeah?
Nah, I wanted the ball. They wanted me to block, I wanted the ball.
You wanted the ball, you saw. That's what's up. You was like, listen, I gotta have it now. We ball.
They wanted me to block. I was like, fuck that.
Okay. So.
But high school was cool, I mean, a lot of that shit, you be in your cocoon stage, you feel me?
Right.
And a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, if you stay in the town that you from, you might stay in that cocoon.
Right.
So, you know what I mean, you got to be able to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shed that and become a butterfly.
Yeah.
When you get the hell up out of it, so sometimes you got to move around. And that's how
Okay.
That's how you block.
So you could say, let me ask you this.
Cool.
Right. So you could say, the transition of did you work jobs in Naptown? What was kind of the mindset of you eventually wanting to leave? What did you kind of in your cocoon stage, you're saying you kind of not really kind of find your footing in there, or did you just kind of bounce around, or your street life, things like that? Anything you can divulge. I don't want you to
Yeah, no.
Nothing
like,
incriminating.
Nah, I mean, you know, a nigga work jobs and shit, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
but I never wanted to work a job, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, so.
Yeah.
Naptown niggas, man, there's a lot of trapping going on.
Okay.
So I was trapping like a motherfucker, you feel me? But I was never Kingpin Sosa because I ain't never want that kind of smoke.
Okay, so
Just
you didn't
like
get,
working just like a journeyman trapper.
yeah. So
Right.
you didn't get too married into it.
No, I never went to Cali and got the boxes. I waited till the box got here. I ain't give
Yeah.
a fuck about none of that shit.
Right, right,
As long as
right.
I could just take care of my friends and
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? No, we was good. You can make a living just like that. You
Yeah.
You sit in the trap, but
Right.
you need more than that. I've always was creative. I always did music and shit like that.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
did music, I create television shows. I do
Right.
shit like that. So, you know, being that type of person in Indianapolis,
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen.
Oh, okay. So take me back to that. So you
created
you
a
started
course.
doing a TV show while you were in barber school?
Yes. And basically, yep. Started doing that. And,
What was the process of coming up with that? What was your mindset during that time? It was just
I
the
had
creative
learned
juices was
something-
going?
I had learned something about sovereignty.
Okay.
So you know what sovereignty is?
Yeah. Explain it. Explain it for them.
Sovereignty is the authority maker. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like I forgot what these motherfuckers they try to do, but it's the king. You know what I mean? It's basically what
Kinda like being a-
countries are. Countries are sovereign.
Okay.
So they the rule makers, like Moors. You know what I mean? Moors
Right.
be trying to come up with with they science of
Independence.
right.
Creativity. Creating.
So I learned something about the court system and things of that nature and how they able to get you in the court and how they able to, you know what I'm saying, lock you up and all that kind of stuff. So
Right.
I kind of took that,
Straw
mixed
man.
it into all of that good shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mixed it up into the hip hop and figured out a way that I could get artists to come to court and swear to God they got that shit that everybody need to hear because you making me want to turn off. If you want me to turn off the nigga that I'm really listening to, which is
Yeah.
whoever, you feel me, whether it's Drake or Kendrick Lamar or Future at the time, to listen to you, Lil Bobo, off of 40th Street,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, you got to come to court and get your roast, basically, and get your charges, you feel me? But
Okay.
that's that show. And,
Right.
And I started doing music at the same time, too. So my street name was Bigger Cheese.
Okay. Okay.
But
So,
I started doing music.
Wait a minute. So I don't mean to cut you off. Go back to that. The TV show is based on you bringing artists to court to do what again?
Swear they got that crack. Music.
Oh, okay. So was it like a comedy made up kind
It
of
was a
creative?
comedy, yeah. It was
Oh,
a bizarro
okay.
court show, yeah.
Okay, so you were kind of like judging the artist right on the spot.
Judging
I
the
want you to
artist.
plug that. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah, we'll plug that at the end. I like that. I
I'm
like
not
that.
even doing that right now. I'm doing something else.
Oh,
I'm just telling
okay.
you the backstory.
Go
That
ahead.
is going to be, you know what I mean, something that I got coming up in the future.
Cooking
But
that,
that's
still
like
cooking on
That
that.
was like the backstory, you know what
Okay.
I mean? I was doing music
Yeah.
and I was in barber school at the same time. And I had, my name was Bigger Cheese for like 25 years
Yeah.
in the street. You know what I mean? That's what everybody know me as, Bigger Cheese, right?
Right.
But then I started doing the show, and then the artist that was coming to the show, as Bigger Cheese, I was doing music, but it was like 10, 15 years before I started doing the show.
Yeah.
The artist that was coming to the show, they was thinking that I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. You know what I mean? They thought I was just hating. You know what I mean? If I said that shit was just cool, you know what I mean? You feel me? Like they said it was crack, but it's just cool. You little Pookie off of 20th Street.
They took it a little personal. Huh?
Why would I listen to you? I'm listening to Kendrick Lamar. You know what I mean? Like I don't
You
want
want to hear some great.
I want to hear some good shit, but you said you had that shit. You swore to God.
Right.
Now I'm hating. But anyway.
Because you got a standard of great taste.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you want me to stop everything to listen to you? Dude, we got this trial right here you can come to. We have prosecutor, we have public defender and shit.
Yeah, we got a jury and we gonna judge you.
All of that shit.
That's
yeah.
a good ass idea too.
But you know, anyway. So they didn't think I didn't knew what I was fucking talking about. So I had came up with I got my producer.
Yeah.
Sitting at the crib, coming up, you know, we always played around with doing songs and shit. You know, I'm Big and Cheese. I did songs all the time.
Yeah.
But I wound up doing this song called I'm Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was crazy. Like, it was like, so
Yeah.
I started doing music with my homeboy Who Done It. And at the same time, I was on Facebook with my name is Big and Cheese, right?
Right.
2015, goddamn Mark Zuckerberg sent out a message. He said you gotta use your government name.
Oh.
So I was like, what? I ain't gonna do that because why, nigga? If anybody who know me, they know me. So
Right.
I switched it to first I was gonna be Dick Johnson. I was like, nah, I don't want to be Dick Johnson. So
You were still in barber school at this time.
I was out of barber school.
Okay.
I had quit. I'm doing music in the show now.
Okay.
So I changed it to John Johnson because I didn't want people to just think my name was Dick. So
Okay.
John Johnson.
Okay.
But then I heard Future on the radio talking about something about trap and what the trap is. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, and I'm like, damn, that's what the fuck. He said the trap ain't. I thought trapping was just selling cocaine in a bando. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But he said trapping is anything that you're doing to get money. You know what I mean? You out
Right.
here right now trapping your phone,
Yeah.
trying to goddamn get interviews for the goddamn YouTube. So hopefully, you know, that'll be something. That'll be
Yeah.
a series, right? So
Yeah.
you get a check. So
Yeah.
you trapping that. So I changed my name out. And then there's a old school TV show called Trapper John, right?
Right.
So I was like, you know, I'm real big into branding and shit and pivoting and you know what I mean, and being real creative. So I looked up, the old show was Trapper John, but I ain't never seen nobody named Trapper John as a rapper.
Right.
So I turned into Trapper John. I turned that shit out. I was like, boom, I'm gonna be Trapper John, but I'm gonna come out like John Doe.
Right.
Trapper John Doe, but my name was Big and Cheese Motherfucker, so instead of Trapper John Doe, I said Trapper John Motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So I did a couple records that got on the radio. Nobody knew who I was. Everybody know I'm Big and Cheese and I'm this judge, right? But for like 6-7 months, the whole city was singing my song. Well, maybe not singing my songs, but they was hearing my song on the radio and in the club and all that shit. Because I done, developed relationships with DJs and all that shit over the years.
Yeah.
So when I came to them, I was like, yo, man, this is my artist, Trapper John, check it out. This shit was slapping.
Yeah.
So that's putting it on the radio and shit and all that.
Yeah. What's the name of this? Could you divulge the name of the song?
It's called I'm Chinese by Trapper John, right?
I'm Chinese by Trapper John.
Chinese, right? And so boom, got a bunch of songs. I started making a bunch of songs. But anyway, for like 6 months, nobody knew who Trapper John was. It was just
They hitting you up.
yeah, they like, where's this guy at? You know what I mean? Like, this guy's got a crazy record. Like, he's getting spins and shit. Like, they just really trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you know, it came out that it was me and shit. You know what I mean? But that was pretty dope. But at the end of the day, you know,
what came to that? Like, what?
Cool.
What came to that? You never divulged to the DJs that it was you?
Yeah. After a while, like about 6-7 months, the DJs knew who I was. I'm talking about other artists, rap artists.
Okay, I was
fans,
reaching
like
out.
that,
Okay.
mostly, yeah, they didn't know who the fuck I was.
So you never did a show?
I did shows. Yeah, I wound up doing shows. I had, like, my face was covered up like MF Doom a little bit, but I had do-rags.
I like that.
The rags and shit, like, you know, glasses, so nobody knew who I was.
What made you think of coming up with an alias like that, and you kind of wanting it to be a hidden identity type of character? What made you kind of think about that?
Because I wanted the music to speak for itself. You know what I mean? I didn't want nobody to judge me for, you know what I mean, just because I wanted to do music. You know, he's older, blah, blah, blah. Trapper John is a surgeon, the TV show. So Trapper John was already 45 years old. He's a medical doctor, you know what I mean? The TV show, right?
Yeah.
That's what that was about. So I'm coming out like, you know, as a medical doctor and shit, like rapping because I got the weed, the medical weed.
Right.
You feel me? So I was on that type of shit. But
you had
as a doctor, you got a mask on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want nobody, you know, I just wanted motherfuckers to appreciate the music.
Right.
And pop on like that, you know what I mean?
So you had a creative theme coming up in that 90s rap. You had to be unique. So you had a unique theme going on with it too.
Back in it, but this is in 2014,
15.
16,
okay.
15 and 16. So anyway, the show was doing what it was doing, trial time, But then, you know, I knew it wasn't going to go nowhere because we in Indianapolis.
Right.
It's not going to do nothing. So I had a guy who was like, man, come down to Atlanta, man. We can do it down here and shit. You know, he was like the director of Love and Hip Hop.
And this is, you talking about Trapper John or the show?
The show.
Okay.
So, all right, boom. He was like, you come down here, we can do the show and shit like that. You know what I mean? Do a pilot or whatever. Turned out to be, you know, somebody I shouldn't have fucked with. You know what I mean? Just being naive out here. The show never came out. So I had to focus on what I had going on. Before that, though, before I moved out here, he was like, move out here. I was like, cool, I'm going to go ahead and finish barber school.
Right.
So I can land on my feet, not have to worry about goddamn, you know what I mean, selling drugs or do whatever the fuck I got to do.
Right.
You feel me? So I went to school, came down here, started cutting, and then we did this show probably like 8 months into me being here. He did some fugazi shit, never got back with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On finishing the show, because we seen like 7 artists. We had like 8 comedians. We built the whole courtroom. The shit was hilarious, bro.
You had a whole put together, like had people that you
put together, bro. But anyway, this shit never panned out. So I had to start focusing on what was in front of me, and that was cutting hair. So, but you can't never stop a creative mind.
Exactly.
So,
what year was this?
This was in 2018, 19.
Okay.
I started watching a friend of mine who sell weed. He was hanging out over his crib smoking. He watches YouTube. I don't really watch YouTube and shit, right? So he's skimming through YouTube and shit. And he was watching some niggas getting their hair cut. I'm like, why are you watching this? This is crazy.
You just looking at it.
I didn't even know that these videos existed.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Because I'm used to doing content, but I'm doing hip-hop content.
Yeah.
So now I'm seeing barber content. I'm like, oh, shit. So my name is Danella, so there's Danella you can't miss, but I was just beginning.
Okay.
I had to get good, right?
Yeah.
So when I found out motherfuckers down here cutting hair for $100 a haircut, and I'm over in Lithonia cutting for 25 and 30,
right?
25.
Yeah.
I'm cutting for $25, right? I was like, where is these niggas at? And I pulled up on them niggas.
Yeah.
Straight up. And I had to get the juice because I was like, I knew I was almost there, but you know what I mean? Yo, we doing the same thing. How come you getting 100?
Yeah.
Levels to every game.
You pulled up on it right to him just to kind of fish for some game.
You ain't gonna be doing the same fucking thing I'm doing, goddamn it. You making $175 more than what the fuck I'm doing. And
right.
What?
Right.
And I'm all the way down here from Indianapolis, nigga. I need to be near them niggas or top.
Yeah.
What's going on? I need to figure it out.
Right.
Goddamn it, I ain't got the same kind of time as everybody.
Right, for
you
sure.
Feel me? Because I'm an OG at the game and shit, right?
For sure.
So goddamn it. So I found out what they was doing. I was like, I might not be able to charge $100 because I understand supply and demand, but I could definitely, if I do implement certain things and shit, I can go up to 40.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Put a little riz on it with the towel.
Whatever, you know what I mean? I just figured I could do that. Then COVID hit in 2020. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
So I'm all the way out in Lithonia, and I'm just watching videos and seeing this shit, you know what I mean? And I'm realizing the barbershop I was in the trenches, was in the hood. We didn't even have a wash bowl. We couldn't even wash a nigga head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I wound up...
You thinking about all of that, your mind working and kind of just putting together all of that.
COVID and we ain't in the shop. It's like, you feel me? I got to make some decisions. Do I still want to be out in Lithonia? I'm not tied to Lithonia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you couldn't tell me I wasn't in Atlanta, though, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Lithonia, so many niggas out there. I thought, shit, it ain't...
That's Atlanta to the outsiders.
Yeah.
That's just the east side.
I had a buddy that was out in Powder Springs who had a barbershop, the same dude that suggested that we go to barber school, right? He lived out in Powder Springs, right?
Okay.
He was like, man, you come out here and work in my shop, blah, 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 you know what I mean? Out in Powder Springs. And I was like, by that time, my homies had left, because I had brought 2 homies down here to do the music and do the show or whatever.
Yeah.
Them niggas didn't have no skills, so they didn't make it. Atlanta ate them up and chewed them out.
Right.
I had a skill, you know what I mean? I'm not going nowhere. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely not going home with my head between my legs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you had a mission you had to
I had
do.
a motherfucking mission. So he said, come out to Powder Springs. He wound up being a dickhead. And then I really realized I wasn't in Atlanta no more. Cause I don't know if you know where Powder Springs is.
That's north,
That's
up 75?
west. That's further west.
Okay,
Out there
on
by-
20.
Yeah, it's on 20. Yeah, off
Okay.
20, probably like about 35, 40 minutes away from here.
Oh, okay.
I realized it was not Atlanta.
Right,
And I was
right.
like, damn. But I realized how much they was paying more. It was COVID. They was starting paying more.
Yeah.
And I started getting good and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I was doing my Instagram and all of that shit was doing that, but I was just doing regular haircut content for the longest.
Yeah.
Got really good 3 years into it.
And what take me through the mindset, because now at this point you're kind of cultivating in your mind the social media boom and this new generation, this new wave, to kind of pair that with your skill. Kind of take me through that. Was that kind of something that you were automatically
I'm
like?
already built, since I'm in the hip hop, I'm already built for this type of shit, right?
Right.
I was already doing the content for hip hop or whatever and doing all that. So like, you know, it just was a matter of time of me finding my footing into something. And I knew when I moved out here that I wasn't going to do no music and shit. I didn't want to be in the back of the line doing no music. But as far as being a barber, like I felt like
You could turn it.
I could go. Yeah, I could be the biggest barber.
You could turn it into a show.
I could definitely be the biggest barber. I didn't know about no show, but I
No, I mean
figured
like doing content,
didn't
pairing
really-
your skill with your
that
social
time,
media
though, yeah,
at that time.
I didn't
Think of it like
about
that.
I just
Okay,
felt like I could
okay.
be a bigger barber than a bigger rapper.
Okay.
You know, at the time.
Then you said, let me use social media.
So then I just
Okay.
started doing regular haircut content, and then like, yeah, and that regular haircut content for some people does really good.
Yeah.
But like, you know, but everybody, you know, is doing it. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like you getting into a barbershop that's already established that got 9 motherfucking barbers in there that's doing numbers. And then you a new barber off the block, you know what
Right.
I mean? Trying to come in, trying to get clientele.
Right.
It's gonna take a second.
So what did you do to kind of build it? How did you come about? Was it your character? What did you say that would kind of have you
Made me-
build it?
For over the last 4 months, so I had probably like 3,000 followers in December, and then I just started doing remix content.
Yeah.
Which that is like you see a crazy video and you do commentary over it. You feel me?
Okay.
So the way I do it is just like it's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know how else
You just
to
being
explain it.
yourself.
Just being myself. You know what I mean?
Something you was always doing.
I was always doing it, and you know what I'm saying. This shit just started. I did a video that did like 100,000 views and like.
And what you mean by reaction? You would do like the side by side, or like put your face in the bottom of the
Put
screen
my face at the bottom of the screen. Yeah.
and kind of react to the funny video that was going on.
Right.
Okay. So before that, like after COVID, 21, 22, 23, 24, you was just, building your clientele as just like a regular barber. You was just doing your thing as a barber,
Yeah,
posting and things like that.
Posting, just doing my haircuts and showing people how good my haircuts
But
was.
then you started hitting the boom.
I started realizing that nobody's booking me because I'm doing haircut content. Like,
Okay.
nobody gives a shit about that.
Right.
Nobody's booking me off of Instagram, nigga.
Right.
So why do I give a fuck about I still do it because
Yeah.
that's what I love to do, show my haircuts. But
Yeah.
nobody was really caring, you know what I mean? You'll
Yeah.
get 300 views and 7 likes, and that's good.
That's about it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then, like, once I seen how motherfuckers I seen a certain motherfucker do some remix content on
Yeah.
barbers. I was wondering how he was doing that, because that's pretty much the same thing I was doing with Trial Time.
Okay.
With the hip hop court show.
Yeah.
And boom, I started doing shit like that. I did a video that did like 100,000 views.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I wonder if I could do it again.
That was your first one that went. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder if I could do it again. Then boom, I did one. Did 700,000 views. Then boom, I did one. Did 2 million views. I'm like, good God Almighty, I need to start getting paid for this shit.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Just staying consistent, because I was always consistent with the content. It was regular haircut content. But, you know what I'm saying, when I started doing this type of remix content, shit started going bananas and shit. Like, now I got a video doing 10 million views, you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing that shit every month. You know what I mean? I know I can go into any barbershop right now. Somebody's gonna, not everybody, but somebody's gonna know me in that motherfucker. And it, you know, like.
So it's kind of like reaction videos, or you kind of pointing out and laughing at what was going on in the video?
Man, I'm hilarious. You gotta check it out.
Content world. This the content world.
Book the Nailer TV.
Book the Nailer TV.
Yeah, on Instagram and shit. Book the Nailer everywhere else. But
can you spell it out?
BOOKTHENAILER TV.
TV on Instagram. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So, but also,
let me ask you this: does the boom? Did it kind of grow your traffic, your barber traffic?
A little bit. Yeah, I've had a couple people come through because they seen a video that I did. I had somebody book me because they thought I was funny.
Okay,
I did a video on somebody else that's down in Houston, and this guy who wanted a haircut, he's here, so he just went ahead and booked me because I did a video on this guy. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So like, shit like that. But like, no, getting back to the TV shit though.
Yeah.
I came up with some shows for barbering.
There you go.
Now I'm doing a show on barbering. That I'm going through my socials with. It's called Beat the Nailer. So that's why I'm the best barber in the world. Nobody can beat me.
So you got a kind of like a content series going on of just barber life, where you're kind of creating. Are you writing this?
It's a head-to-head haircut content versus haircut content battle.
That's what's up.
I did the first one and shit with this dude from Detroit. He said he wanted all the smoke, you know what I mean? I was like, bet, let's set it up. We did a haircut content battle. Everybody voted on the poll. It was a 3-day poll. I blew him out the water, you know what I'm saying? Engagement. Basically, you know, everybody's cross-pollinating followers and all of that shit. You know what I mean? They want to see the outcome. You know, it was a build-up.
The Barber Olympics.
It was a build-up, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, no, it's just a head-to-head barber content.
So basically, you're taking your creative mind that you always had in Naptown, and you're just finding a new way to maneuver, just a new way to use it. You're building up your social media, and that's gonna just keep growing. The more you get you'll be like a celebrity barber around here, and that's just gonna bring more traffic.
I'm a celebrity barber that don't cut no celebrities.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just gonna bring. No, I'm saying you'll be the celebrity barber. You'll be the social media celebrity barber. That's just gonna bring more traffic to what you got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I always say that shit.
Got the fire truck. We on Peachtree, y'all. We in Midtown.
I always say that shit though. I'm a celebrity barber that don't cut celebrities.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm a real celebrity.
So that's it's just gonna grow for you, just like that. So let me ask you 2 more questions. I always ask this question. I'd be excited to hear what people have to say. What's your current fight right now? What's your current fight? What's your current learning curve right now? What are you trying to master right now for your life?
For my life, man, just managing the whole shit, man, because with this, you know, splurge, with this meteoric, you know, rise.
You're trying to grow it.
Meteoric rise, of my social media. I want to take advantage of that.
Right.
So all the creative ideas that I've had, like the Beat the Nailer show, I created that shit 5 years ago before my rise. You know what I mean?
Right.
I created other shows that I'm gonna be implementing. I got a clothing line I just started. So it's like, you know, trying to capitalize because I have barbers paying attention.
Right.
So that's a
not
niche.
just barbers.
Not just barbers. A lot of people, but I got a lot of barbers.
I saw your page.
Yeah. I got a lot of barbers though, and a lot of people that like my funny, but that's like a concentrated thing that I could actually sell to, just, you know, to them people as well, because people, if they fuck with you, they gonna fuck with you.
Right.
You feel me?
So you saying basically you're in an exciting time right now because you're growing an audience, and it feels good to have an audience, right? And I see you got about 20K. I see you in it.
Yeah, almost, yeah.
And so it's growing. So you're just trying to basically. Yeah, so you're just trying to basically hone in and grow that, and so it got to be exciting, right? To just have an audience and have something that's coming in, some traction going.
Absolutely, man. It's really exciting. You know what I'm saying? They got all these barber conventions that I can go to.
Yeah.
And I know when I go to the barber convention, a third of everybody's gonna know who I am because I done popped up on your phone, cuz, you know what I mean? And I made you laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I might have made you mad.
Nah.
I might have made you think. I might have made you, I definitely made you engage, do shit like that, you know what I mean? Just like I would do in the barbershop if it wasn't no cameras.
Exactly. You just being yourself. Absolutely. So just being yourself and trying to grow that audience, I like that. So my show wouldn't be called What Are People Doing if I didn't ask you, what you doing, man? We nosy. Like, what you got going on? What you about to get into?
Right now?
Yeah, right now. What you got going on?
I'm about to go to my car, roll up, go home, and then crack my toes. And then I'm looking at my, I learned how to trade too. So I'm trading.
Forex or options, stock options?
Options, yeah. I'm an options trader and shit right now. You know, I just funded my account.
Here we go.
I had blew my account last year.
Oh, you're getting back on it. You say it's an exciting time. We gonna grow it. We growing social media. Everything is growing. You know what I'm saying?
Everything is growing.
That's what's up.
Now, you know
that's how you manifest. You got that mindset and that flow.
Man, I keep on ticking at it, bro. You gotta keep ticking at it, man. Like with your situation, you gotta keep ticking. That's what's up, man.
Bro.
You young, bro, and you know what I'm saying? Like you in a wild time right now, man. And I knew
it's exciting for me too, man, because just doing these interviews, it's getting me in that flow, and now my mindset is grow. My mindset is grow.
Yeah, but you
know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you gotta put these motherfuckers out.
Boom. Boom. Okay.
Like you can't be sitting on them like you just did that one early. I seen you.
Yeah.
That should be up tonight. I don't know if you can.
Yeah.
But like you should. Those type of shits need to be split up too.
Yeah.
Like in those little, like those little 30-second, 1 minute reels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just watching the whole. Motherfuckers might watch my whole 20-minute.
Yeah, they do long form. People look at long form, but I get what you're saying too, like the DJ Vlad style, kind of chop it up if I can.
Absolutely, man.
I got you.
Got to, man.
I got you.
Niggas ain't got. I'm not definitely going to sit up here. And watch no 20 minutes of a nigga like, huh?
You know what I'm saying? But
they probably watch me.
Because it's you. Because they ain't gonna like you. They like the character and all of that. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that. My man right here, Book the Nailer.
Absolutely.
TV. He's growing his Instagram right now. Go check him out. I appreciate that, man. You was a good sport. Appreciate you coming on the show, man. And we out. We signing off. Peace.
Peace.